Welcome to Normal Bias Podcast.
We're glad you're here.
Hey y'all. Hey Normal Biasers. Welcome back to Normal Bias Podcast. It's Brenda, and via her road trip, Kristi and the rest of her family. Hey y'all. They're on their way to their Thanksgiving hideaway. I'm a little
Yes, we're breaking all the rules this Thanksgiving. We're just going to be the four of us. So we don't do that.
Well, I love that. And I wonder how many people are in that situation. I remember when I was married, I wouldn't call it a rut, but you have your traditions, I guess rituals, like we would go to grandparents' house. But when does it ever become your thing, And it's hard to do that and not hurt people's feelings. I don't know.
Well, so the interesting thing is you and Kevin were both the oldest in your family. I'm the youngest married to the oldest. So James is the first one married in his family. I was the last one. So by the time we got married, we had a system, like as my brothers got married, both of their wives' families had like you do Thanksgiving here, you do Christmas there. So that was the rule. So we had the boys and their wives either Thanksgiving or Christmas. So then when James and I got engaged and got serious, like then we just fell into that same thing. Like we had Thanksgiving with his family or Christmas with my family. But our families were both in Houston. So we're all 3 or 4 in Houston. So it was real easy to get sucked into like, well, it's his mom's Thanksgiving, but we're going to stop at my brother's first. Mm-hmm. And we did that for years. Like we did that for over 15 years. No, not over 15 years. We did it for 5 years married. And then once we had Casey, it was our house. And then when we had our house, and then in Brenda, I guess in the year Dad was sick was the first year we did it. We said we're having Thanksgiving at our house, and whoever comes. And so since 2009, that's what we've done. We hosted, and especially since we moved to the house, we host a huge Thanksgiving. The family and whoever comes. So this is the first year in a long time that we're not crazy, but it's good. It'll be good.
Yes, it'll be good. And so we decided this is our Orange You Glad It's Wednesday episode for next week. And what episode is it going to be, Kristi?
Well, Brenda thought it was going to be 49, but technically 49 posted on Friday. So this one is our 50th episode, which is exciting.
That is very exciting. We are 50. This is our 50th episode. I can't wrap my head around that. And also
that's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time. And, we started back in April, and I guess last month, it didn't seem like April was that far away, but we've been doing this, 9-10 months. And that's really cool.
You do math like I do.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it 9 months?
It's 11 minus 4, 8 months.
7 months.
7 months.
7?
It's a lot, yeah.
That's a lot, though. That's a lot.
We started the end of April, and now it's almost the end of November. So, yeah, but regardless, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of... So, because my last podcast, we recorded for 2 years, and we stopped at episode 30. So this is, so it's a big deal. So Brenda was like, what are we going to talk about? And I was like, I don't know. At this point, we've all been in the car. Well, so James, what time did you get up this morning? He got up at 3:30 this morning to work. And then he got up. And so I got up because our episode for Friday, for some reason, it didn't upload to YouTube. So I had to restart that this morning. So we got up and worked for a few hours before we got on the road this morning. So then by the time we got on the road, we were all like excited to be on the road. And then by like lunchtime, we were all like,
Hit
So
the
that's
wall.
kind of the point in the day where we're picking it up with y'all. Sorry, but it has been a great day. We've seen
Well,
some
that's
really
good.
stuff. Yeah.
That's exciting. I'm so excited for y'all. And so you're in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah, we're gonna do that for a few days. It's called a tree house. I don't know. I'll have to see if it's actually a tree house before I send you pictures, but I don't know. It looks like it's at least built up and kind of off the side of a hill. So then supposedly when you look out, you have a view of the mountains. But we're only, what do I say the elevation is, like 800 feet above sea. So it's not like we're really, maybe we'll have a view of, it's called Mountain View. Maybe we'll have a view of a mountain. I don't know. We'll see.
But what makes a mountain?
Oh, that's deep. What makes a mountain?
What makes a mountain?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Valleys. It doesn't matter how high the mountain is, it's how low the valleys are.
Oh.
That's a life lesson right there.
Ain't no. And this episode will be called "Ain't No Mountain High Enough."
Ain't no valley low enough.
Ain't no valley low enough.
Yeah, so that's what we are doing, and so we'll see. We have all of our food for the next few days, and we have books. I even brought a puzzle.
Oh my
We're
God.
super excited to do a puzzle together. So, hey, but you know what? We're in the car, which is different. But tell everybody you're someplace different too that you've been working on for months, like since I was at your house in May.
Yes, for months. Exactly right. I am in my, I guess the front, we don't really know what to call it. Office. So yes, so I have been staring at this space for a while and working on it. And today I finally got up and did something. And now I'm sitting in my space.
Yay.
And I'm so excited and seeing out my stuff behind me. And it's awesome. And I'm sitting in front of the window because I've been since April recording in our kitchen because I've loved the window and the lights. And now I ordered like a kitchen table and I'm facing the window and I love it. And I love that I'll be able to leave this all set up now and just have somewhere to go. And poor Matt, I sit at Matt's spot in the kitchen. So I'm think he's gonna be happy, the happiest.
Either that or he's gonna start hanging out in there with you.
That too, maybe. Yeah. So I'm
excited. Calling that mom's other room.
Mm-hmm. So I'm excited. So now this is like a really like it's functional and it's a workspace that I can be excited about. So here I am.
And I don't know about you, but it's a good time of year. I don't know. Are you doing Christmas cards this year?
Will we do what?
Will you do Christmas cards this year?
I've really been thinking about that. We haven't done Christmas cards in probably 3 years, 4 years maybe. So yeah, so maybe I'm thinking about it. Nothing crazy, but
I was just thinking it'd be nice now that your workspace is back up, because I don't know about you, but I write a lot more cards and notes and stuff at Christmas time, whether we do Christmas cards or not.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have some place where you can set that up and leave it till you get it done.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought of that. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do. Because I have thought about, I did kind of thought about that today, is like, what am I going to do for Christmas presents? And I thought, I jotted a small list down of like people that I want to write and just, I think we talked about this, just say some things to, just,
a great gift.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to do that for some people, I think. And think of some, I just try to think of some more like real meaningful, thoughtful gifts this year than I typically do,
It's hard. Well, one, I know with budget and stuff like that, but two, once you get to a point where you're like constantly cleaning, I don't know about y'all, but we're constantly cleaning stuff out. So I don't really want it, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but I don't really want stuff to sit around. I don't really want stuff that I won't use. I use the same things over and over and over again. So, so I think because I feel that way, I've been really conscious about giving people stuff just because I feel like I want to give them something, not necessarily because it's a thing that they really want or that they would use. So I try to match the people to the present instead of just giving a present because it's a present occasion. So,
Right.
and I've really gotten over in the past few years, like giving, gift cards and cash and stuff like that, because at least like with our, with our nieces and nephews and stuff, they're grown ups now. So if they don't really want stuff, they want money to buy the stuff they want.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. That does not hurt my feelings.
Right. That's kind of how we are too with the kids and like the nieces and nephews and my own too.
Have everything.
They do. There's not a whole lot that we all need. So yes. And I have to tell you that y'all and your whole moving stuff around, like I am all about it. Is Casey listening? I even put my books in my room in rainbow order. She didn't hear me.
I'm sorry, what?
I said,
Brenda,
you guys have really inspired me to move things around and get rid of things that I'm not really using. And I also, are you ready for it? I put my books in my room in rainbow order.
Nice.
And
we're gonna need a picture of that.
I will send you a picture because I didn't think that I would like that, but it really did. I really do. It really is just like, yes.
I was very resistant to the rainbow when Casey first told me the concept, showed me like a long time ago. She started sharing their Instagram, the home edit pictures and stuff with me, and I was like, that would not work for me. But now that she's like put stuff in our house in rainbow order, I'm like, it feels good. And when you go to a store, like she's noticed for a long time now, like when stores put stuff in, not just like colorful, but rainbow it makes the big, it does something inside of you. It's like your body goes, oh, I want to look at that, and it makes you happy.
It does. And I looked at my books because I was looking at them going, that does kind of look sloppy. I wonder what it would look like if I do the rainbow thing. And then I was like, well, there's really not that many colors. But once I did it and got it together, I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. Dang it.
Kind of cool, huh?
It is.
It will be addictive, like your cookbooks, your old. I don't know if you keep journals or any of the boys like scrapbooks and stuff, but it makes a big difference when you go back and look at it.
It does. And I mean, just seeing all of y'all's pictures of the things that you guys have done, I'm like, oh my gosh. But
wait. This week last week my brother's family was here to celebrate Reagan's birthday, and then it was my dad's birthday. And so we all got together for the first time since quarantine started, which ironically now, this may be the last time we see him for a while because of all of that. But so we got together, and the morning they got there, we cleared the rest of the stuff that needed to donate or whatever out of the space. Like it had just been sitting there for 2 weeks. We've been living around it, living in kind of chaos. And so we lived with the stuff the furniture and stuff where we wanted it last weekend, but it was so like no color. Everything in the living room was white. Everything in the dining room was brown. And we were like, this is not a good fit for us. So I think Monday or Tuesday, whatever day was the 17th, I had ordered a rug and it came in. And once the rug came in, I spray painted those Pottery Barn frames with the kids and Nolan's pictures. And we moved the clock to where it needs to live. Like we just tweaked a few things and added some color in the room, and it makes a huge difference. I'll send you pictures. And then yesterday,
can't wait to see it.
Yeah, and then yesterday we painted that white armoire a really pretty light blue, and it's different, but it's not all white on that side of the room now.
You did?
You didn't even notice.
So
James was working. Oh, you were at a wedding. So James worked a wedding yesterday, and the kids and I did, wrap up stuff at home and got ready for vacation today. So yeah, you haven't seen it. It looks good. I haven't even taken a picture of it yet, I don't think. So.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. But yeah, I've even like just taken stuff off the wall because there's really not any meaning to it. It was just something to fill the wall. And so I have really been looking at things, and like I got rid of a table in my room.
That feels good.
Yes, that feels good. And so yeah, I've been excited. You guys have really like sparked something. And then like there's this other piece, kind of like a hallway tape piece that I have. It's small. I got it at Hobby Lobby, but the stuff that's inside it, it's just random stuff that I put there, and I only bought it just to fill that space. So I've been thinking, I think that's gonna go because I don't even really need it.
And I will say that's one of the things over the past few years that one of the things I've realized, like I feel like my house is cleaner when I don't have stuff like under stuff and on top of everything, and just making white space. Like even if you took some of the things off the shelf, if you're not sure you want to get rid of it, it makes a difference. Like just to move a few pieces off of the shelf, or like turn the books the other way, or whatever, it just makes wherever you create space, it's like it multiplies. It's really cool.
Yeah, and then back to the blinds. Taking those blinds off.
Yeah, the line. Are you going to do that? Well, that's the front room. That's different.
You know what? I did. I took them off because there's curtains in here, so I can just slide those across. So yeah, I sure did. I took them off in the front room. I took them all off in my room. I'm going to take them off in the guest room, and I've thought about in the boys' playroom, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna talk to them about that because we really just leave those open up there.
I didn't know if they wanted, because they watch movies and stuff up there, don't they?
Yeah, so that's the only other thing. So, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know why, but I'm curious about the drinks in the back because I've never seen those cups. Where did y'all go to eat?
We had a late lunch at Chicken Express.
Oh, yum.
My fingers in front of the thing. So it was just okay. Like normally Chicken Express is really good, but this one was just okay.
The best Chicken Express I've ever had is at Seguin.
Seguin?
Seguin Chicken Express. I've been there several times, and it's always amazing.
Did y'all go there on the way to the ranch?
No, just various times.
So
good to know.
Back in the day, y'all remember Dublin Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
So back in the day, Chicken Express had Dublin Dr. Pepper in the fountain.
Wow.
So like when we go to Marble Falls was the only place we went regularly that had Chicken Express, so we used to get it there. But then there was a whole thing, and now there is no Dublin Dr. Pepper, and there's definitely no Dublin Dr. Pepper at Chicken Express.
Dang.
But they do have good sweet tea, the kids say.
I love it. Well, I am so excited for you guys to get away. I know you've worked really hard, and Casey deciding where to go to college, that has to be like just a big relief, and just a bunch going on. I'm glad you guys are getting away and having that time together.
We're really excited. It has been, what it's like when you have a lot of stuff, but when you're self-employed, and the things that were on our plate this past few weeks were, James had some really big projects, and these are, you have to deliver a product to the client in a good time, and you can't compromise on the quality of the product. So even though we had a lot of sessions to get through, and we chose to get through them before we left so we could come home. It's like, but you can't cut corners when you're working with people's memories. You can't with the videos and stuff. You just can't rush any of it. You can't skip any steps. You can't make it go any faster. So it's just more hours, literally.
Right.
But I think I didn't quite make my goal. I have about an hour's worth of work tonight to deliver some stuff to clients, and then we're done working for the weekend. We agreed that when we get home next weekend, we'll really truly be off until Monday. So because the kids are ready for Christmas at our house. So that's what we're gonna do next weekend. Now, when are y'all doing your Christmas tree? I know you know.
So it'll probably be, I'm gonna see if they can take it down for me probably tonight, and then I'll start it while they're gone next weekend probably, but we'll see, because they'll be gone. They leave tomorrow, and they'll be gone until next Sunday. So I'll start, and then next week, on the 4th is Matt's 15th birthday. So
do y'all know, like, what is he doing at driver's ed online, or how will he do his driver's ed?
So Alex did his online, and I think that worked out for him. It worked out well. But I think Matthew is going to, I want to sign him up for the school. I think that he will do better at the school. So,
Talking about when he gets to do driver's ed.
yeah. So, and I can't even remember, I guess, does he take I don't even remember how you do a permit. I guess you take a test or you just go sign up for it. I don't even remember.
Alex will take it.
Yeah.
Casey just did it all, but I think they have to do something and then they take that in, or they have to have a certificate of enrollment from the school or something.
Okay.
He'll know it all because his friends are all doing it. I just ask the kids, like, what did your friends do? Do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just,
it's online.
It's funny that, I've already forgotten and Alex just, really just did it not too long ago, but anyway.
Well, I never even learned it. Like when Casey did it all, I didn't, she just did it. We had to keep track of her driving hours and that and make sure that, she's such a rule follower. She wasn't, there was no like fudging anything or saying she drove an hour in the dark when she didn't.
Yeah.
But as far as like all of the paperwork and stuff like that, she just did all that. So, yeah. Well, that's exciting. So that's coming up.
That's coming up. Yes. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. So I'm excited for him. 15. He's the baby. It doesn't seem like in my head, he's like still 10 or 12,
Yes.
He's in high school and he's 15. That just is not sunk in yet. My sweet boy.
Well, don't worry.
Yes.
You will catch up in her brain.
Yes, he will.
So I hope you have an awesome week. I look at your week and I just see space to be and do if you feel like doing. Don't do if you don't feel like doing. Watch some Hallmark movies.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Wonderful.
Yes, I'm excited. I am. I welcome it. In the beginning of all of this, it used to be scary, but I know that they're somewhere safe and having fun and they're loved. And yes, I'm going to take this opportunity to just, figure out my spaces and sit on the couch and definitely watch Hallmark. I do Christmas after Thanksgiving, but I am able to sit and watch a Hallmark movie anytime. That doesn't bother me. Yes. So happy 50, friend.
Happy 50. That's, that. So my glad today is that we did this. And even though it's not perfect and the sound's going to be horrible, sorry, y'all, but we did it.
We did it.
That's my glad.
Yes, and I am glad that I can hear you. Yeah. I am glad for my new space and that I finally got off my duff and got it done. And I'm so excited because already I have so many ideas of, how I'm going to use it and what I want to do. Like, I just want to sit here and do stuff.
Love that.
Yes.
I think that's the mark of getting it right. Like you're ready to use it.
Yes, I am. So that's definitely my glad. Well, thank you. You guys have the best time. I will talk to you in a week. Safe travels and just enjoy yourselves.
All right. We love you big.
I love you.
Bye, Miss Brenda. Bye, Miss Brenda.
Bye, Brenda.
Bye, you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. I love you guys.
Talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.
Okay. Bye.
Continue straight. Then use the right lane.
We're so glad that you're still with us. If you want to connect online, we're at www.normalbiaspodcast.com, or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube.